My name is Matt. I'm president of a technology company. I give DNSFilter a rating of 5, and for more reviews like this, click below. We focus heavily on the nonprofit sector, and so when we were evaluating different vendors, scalability, price, and just what their barriers to entry. What we might mean by that is how many devices have to be in an environment, what's the minimum spend. Those kind of factors were taken into consideration, and through all of that, DNSFilter was found to have every solution or every option we needed. It was great for the nonprofit sector. It got rid of all of the minimums and requirements and the budgets, and it fit everything into a nonprofit budget. So we jumped on board with DNSFilter, ran through all the demos and trials, and they came out with no errors that we could ever find. We chose DNSFilter after we had reviewed their pricing and their minimums and found that everything fit within a nonprofit budget. We then took it to the tech team. I was one of the ones who looked at it very first, and I know this goes against all the rules, but I deployed it into a test environment without ever reading any of the instructions and had the entire thing up and running within 5 minutes. That alone impressed me with how easy and intuitive it was to use. And so when the rest of our team began looking at it and checking more into the more advanced settings, we found that it was still very, very intuitive to use. Our admins could find anything and everything they needed. All the reporting and getting into threat analysis, we were able to find everything we needed without having to spend a lot of time just clicking through a whole bunch of pages and getting lost. We were able to quickly and easily find everything we needed. The integration of DNSFilter was very straightforward. They give you the settings that you need, a couple of DNS settings, as well as everything you need for setting up what's called a roaming client. Very straightforward. They step by step. They do not leave you hanging and guessing how to configure a setting or how to deploy an agent. What we found was existing clients, we had them onboarded within about 5 minutes for each site. And those who were newer clients, we just easily put the agent into our onboarding procedures, did not slow our technicians down, did not change the amount of time it takes to onboard clients. We found that it integrated very, very nicely. It deploys easily with simple scripts. So we have not found any challenges at this point for deploying DNSFilter. Anybody who's looking to get DNSFilter, I would say jump on it right away. You've got simple trials that you can use. You can get the entire environment stood up within a matter of minutes and begin your testing. All within a half hour, you can get signed up, have a test environment running, and begin seeing the results. There's no reason not to try out DNSFilter, and I believe that as soon as anybody logs in, sees the platform, and see it in action, they'll buy it right away.